Turn it. Turn it. Turn it. Bam. Bam.
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
Happen is that if Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him.
According to the Insider's reports, Floyd Mayweather Jr., the undefeated boxing legend, paid a visit to Manny Pacquiao's training camp in Los Angeles as the Filipino icon prepares for his highly awaited comeback fight against Mario Barrios. This unexpected encounter between two of boxing's most iconic figures has sent shockwaves through the sports world, sparking discussions about their past rivalry, mutual respect, and the evolving dynamics of the sport.
According to the Insider's reports, Floyd Mayweather Jr., the undefeated boxing legend, paid a visit to Manny Pacquiao's training camp in Los Angeles. As the Filipino icon prepares for his highly awaited comeback fight.
You fought against Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, where would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. It stings, it stings, yes. I would have to say they're about the same. It's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. He didn't do anything to me, so I didn't really feel his punch. He punched the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land that perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing like Mayweather.
What about speed?
Speed, it's different. It's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who one fast shot, boom. Pacquiao is. He'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same. What would have to do with Pacquiao?
Encounter between two of boxing's most iconic figures has sent shockwaves through the sports world, sparking discussions about their past rivalry, mutual respect, and the evolving dynamics of the sport. Floyd Mayweather's reported visit to Manny Pacquiao's training camp is more than just a casual meeting. It symbolizes the complex relationship between two of the greatest boxers of their generation. Their rivalry culminated in the fight of the century in 2015, a bout that lived up to its billing and left an indelible mark on boxing history.
Would have always beaten Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Mayweather would have always done what's necessary for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had a greater career, but I think Mayweather is a better fighter. And I think Mayweather had the right things for somebody like Pacquiao. I mean, he had the right one-punch speed. He had the right IQ. He was bigger than Manny with longer arms. He had great feet. It's just a kryptonite for Manny Pacquiao. I personally thought so.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to say he's right and I'm not going to say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for.
Since then, both fighters have pursued different paths, Mayweather transitioning into a successful promoter and occasional exhibition matches, while Pacquiao has focused on his political career and humanitarian efforts. However, their shared history and mutual respect have always lingered beneath the surface between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao stands as one of the most significant and lucrative in boxing history, spanning over a decade. Their eventual clash in 2015 was the culmination of years of anticipation, negotiations, and public demand. The initial discussions for a bout began around 2009, when both fighters were at the pinnacle of their careers. However, disagreements over testing protocols and promotional issues delayed the fight for several years. Pacquiao's boxing career stands out as truly extraordinary. Throughout his journey, he has captured 12 major world titles and claimed the lineal championship in 4 distinct weight divisions, including flyweight, featherweight, super featherweight, and super lightweight.
Philippine boxing legend Manny Pacquiao leads ESPN's list of top 25 Asian athletes of the 21st century. The 8th Division World Boxing Champ bested the likes of Chinese basketball icon Yao Ming and Japanese baseball superstar Ichiro Suzuki, who finished 2nd and 3rd respectively. Completing the top 5 are Korean football star Song Hong-min and Japanese-American Naomi Osaka. Also making the list, the Philippines' first ever Olympic gold medal winner, weightlifter Heidelin Diaz, and the PBA's 7-time PBA MVP, Jun Mar.
Remarkably, Pacquiao is the sole fighter to have secured world titles spanning 4 separate decades from the 1990s all the way into the 2020s. His bouts have attracted massive audiences, generating over $2 to $2 billion in revenue across 25 pay-per-view events, highlighting his tremendous appeal and influence in the sport. In September 2021, Pacquiao announced his retirement from boxing to focus on his political career.
Fighters we've ever seen, never ran from anybody, had completely respected the sport of boxing, was an ultimate champion, and I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Marcus.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money, I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromising, because he's a giver. He's a special dude.
He ran for the presidency of the Philippines in the 2022 elections, but was unsuccessful despite this setback. Pacquiao remained active in various capacities, including serving as a senator and engaging in numerous philanthropic endeavors. Pacquiao has officially announced his return to the ring at age 46, nearly 4 years after his retirement. He is set to face WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios on July 19, 2025, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th or July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio. And it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. Whew. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion and Mario Barrios is going to go after Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Listen, 147, welterweight. Me and Talani just got done talking about this in our interview. 147 is a historically great boxing division. And there is great talent in the division right now. But the problem is that guys don't want to fight each other. We don't want unifications. We don't want undisputed. And we're getting fights like Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Why? This fight makes absolutely no sense. If this is even somewhat competitive, that is embarrassing on Mario Barrios' part. Why are we wasting time with this fight? Listen, Brian Norman Jr. should be fighting Boots Ennis, but he chose a decent alternative. Fighting Sasaki in Japan is fine. That's still 2 debatably top 5 fighters in the welterweight division fighting each other. I'm A-okay with that decision. Boots Ennis finally stepped up and he did the unification fight against Danny Onis. Great. Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Okay, if this was for a massive bag, I get it. But you're fighting for a non-pay-per-view event, so you're going to be fighting for free against a guy like Manny Pacquiao. Why? There are plenty of other fights to be making. But yet we're getting Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Is Manny Pacquiao even ready to fight in the ring? Why is he? I get he still loves the sport, but listen, you are an all-time great, a legend of the sport, a Hall of Famer. Why return? Why not just go pursue other things? If anything, do those little cheap expedition fights that you did last year, or those that are similar to that of what Floyd Mayweather keeps doing. Why is Manny Pacquiao doing a real legitimate fight? I get for its world championship, but against Mario Barrios. And why is Mario Barrios agree?
George Kambosos Jr. once had the privilege of training with Manny Pacquiao, and he credits those sessions with having a huge impact on his development. He often speaks about how he learned more than just punches. He learned mindset, discipline, and how to push past limits. According to Kambosos, Pacquiao's influence